Russians make the most plain statements they've ever made, that World War III could happen, it could be imminent. The Syrians are saying that. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff came out and said that what he's being asked to do, this is a quote, would require war with Syria and Russia, and he's not in a position to make that decision. That's a headline. Now, I just read to you the quote. Of course, I noticed this morning, as I covered this on the Sunday show, 4 to 6 p.m., I went and checked some of the YouTube uploads of the live radio show, TV show, and I saw a lot of the comments saying, here's Alex Jones being a fearmonger again. Here's Alex. It's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. I want to slap you people upside the head. It's what Putin was saying earlier this year. He goes, he's sitting with the press in this meeting, and he goes, do you understand that the West is moving missiles up to our borders? They're trying to push a giant war, that they're loading nuclear warheads in these cruise missiles. We've only got 2 military bases. We're not trying to invade you. Please talk to the American people and let them know how much danger everybody's in. And I was attacked in newspapers all over the U.S. for being a fearmonger and making it up, even though my articles had the clips from Putin in them. And that goes back to mainstream media and this new bizarre thing it does, where it doesn't even counter you. It just says, Alex Jones says 2 + 2 = 4. Ha, 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 he's a joke. It's literally that stupid. And you're like, but I've been proven right. Alex is such a kook. He said Hillary Clinton's falling down having seizures, and look, she did. Ha, 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 ha. And you're like, okay. And then a bunch of trendies will just go, ha, 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 ha. It's like an exercise in idiocracy. And it's by design. I mean, Fox News, I was watching it this weekend, a week and a half after a New York bombing, or 9 days, whatever it is, was still saying, is it a terrorist attack? Should we call it a bombing? And the hosts are sitting there under orders to do this, almost laughing when they say it. And you tune to CNN, is it a bombing? It's like, is it daytime? Is it September 26th? Do I have 5 fingers on each hand? It's like asking a 2-year-old, where's your nose? My nose is here. Where's your ears? My ears are here. It's like Fox News goes, we're waiting to hear if our ears are here on the sides of our heads. They're talking to us like we are lobotomy patients. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, they talk to us like we've been run over by a car. And that is to just dumb the whole culture down. We can be right back now after the messages. And then there's also this arrogant thing they do where they lecture everyone. They lecture everyone in the most arrogant, over-the-top way that I would write an article like this to turn someone against me. But see, they don't even have any connection to reality. They think in this kind of condescension club, like we're all back in, 8th grade, that they're the cool kids bullying us and making fun of us. And that we're all going to go curl up in the corner and have a catatonic fit because we got made fun of by these people. I'm going to get to an article that is a great example of this here in just a moment, and then it ties into a whole cornucopia of serious persecution that's coming against those of us that do know that 2 + 2 = 4. But since I mentioned that video, here is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. This is from C-SPAN. General Dunford says the U.S. to control all the airspace in Syria would require going to war against Syria and Russia. Now, they'll probably counter and say this is the Onion and this isn't real. They've gotten to that level now against us, okay? But this happened. Here it is.
For Syria.
What about the option of controlling the airspace so that barrel bombs cannot be dropped?
All the options.
What do you think of that option, sir?
Right now, Senator, for us to control all of the airspace in Syria would require us to go to war against Syria and Russia. That's a pretty fundamental decision that certainly I'm not going to make.
Now, so far, there aren't articles attacking us for playing this yesterday, but there are people in the comments doing it, and they've got to be trolls. And again, I don't raise this because, oh, I've been attacked, I feel bad. When you've got the Russian president saying we're on the verge of nuclear war, and every top historical analyst and retired general, I mean, there are articles in the news all the time admitting the world is in the most dangerous position it's ever been. Hands down, it's not debatable. Economic crisis, biological crisis, population crisis, wars, famine, bacteria that are immune to treatment, viruses that are mutating out of control. I mean, the world is accelerating into the void, basically, right now. We need to understand we're in dangerous waters. People say, oh, that's fear-mongering. No, when I'm out at the coast fishing, don't have much time to do that these days, but we go down there and run a boat, and we decide to go bay fishing. We get the maps out of the GPS out, and we look at areas that are shallow and areas that you're not supposed to go into. And, you know, we watch what we're doing. That's not fear-mongering. That's being in control of the situation. That's being a good steward. And we are hurtling into the abyss right now. Meanwhile, you've got a political class that is so arrogant, and then they have a media under them that act just like they do. The hubris of the establishment trying to run Hillary when they know she's got serious neurological problems going back 4 years ago. The arrogance of the establishment trying to steal the nomination from Sanders and then doing it successfully, and then trying to do it with Trump and not being successful. The hubris of the Republican establishment and others running around saying, go ahead and vote for Hillary Clinton over Trump. That completely blew up in their face and was the final nail in their coffin. It sank their battleship.